who else has a random cable cluster of bullshit? And going through it, I noticed I have this NetJet controller, and while the NetJet service is completely down, I had another brilliant idea of maybe how we can use this device still. So if we take a look at the NetJet, you're going to see it's got 4 buttons, 2 triggers, gross ass D-pad, and an analog stick, and I guess I thought this might have been like an Xbox home button maybe, and it's got a start button, which is very similar to a Super Nintendo controller. So I'm wondering if we can potentially use this today on a PC, and if we're able to get it to work on maybe an emulator or on a current game, plug it in and see if it registers it as a controller. The problem is, this used to apply to a game library that is no longer in service. It has a 2006 copyright on the back of it, but I think the website was around in 2007, got discontinued a couple years later. They had these keys, and this one, for example, said Bubble Bonanza. And then I have another one that's like caught on this cable called Cool Kart Racing. So for the moment of truth, I'm going to plug this into my PC, and we're going to see what kind of results we get. And right away we get a light on the device. Recognizes it as a CD drive. Select and choose what happens with this disc. NetJet service is down temporarily. Please visit the NetJet support site for more details. Okay, so that's about as much as we're going to get with that. So I just did a bit of digging online and found out that this indeed is not a USB controller. It acts more like a drive system for the program, and then when you're in the program, it has some sort of software that allows you to use the buttons and analog sticks to control the games. So unfortunately, if you had one of these lying around and you wanted to have the novel idea of dicking around with it on maybe some Super Nintendo games or something, it's not gonna happen. For what it was, I was really interested as a kid to be able to play some of the licensed titles. They had some games like the Fairly Odd Parents games. They had a Littlest Pet Shop game that, now looking back on it, would have been cool. It was very similar to like the Tamagotchi Tamatown mini games. I like this sort of concept with how when you put a game key inside of the device, it actually lights up the center, almost like gives me the Xbox 360 vibe. If you guys had one of these, let me know your greatest video game experience on it, and you can find more nostalgic content on this channel. Click this video and I'll see you over on it.